In a small town, there lived an old clockmaker named Mr. Ray. He had been making and repairing clocks for over 50 years. His shop was filled with the soft ticking of timepieces, some old, some new, each with a unique story. One day, a young man named Arjun walked into the shop. He was frustrated with his life. "I feel like I am wasting my time," he said. "I want success, but no matter what I do, I feel stuck. Days pass, months fly by, and I achieve nothing." Mr. Ray smiled, picked up an old clock, and began fixing it. "Time is the most precious thing you have, son," he said. "Let me tell you a story. Many years ago, in a distant village, there was a man named Raghav. He was intelligent, full of dreams, but he had one problem. He always said, 'I'll do it later.' When he was young, he wanted to learn music, but he said, 'I'll start next year.' Years passed, and he never learned. When he turned 20, he wanted to start a business, but he said, 'I need more time to prepare.' He kept waiting for the right moment, which never came. When he turned 30, he wanted to travel the world, but he thought, 'I'll do it after I earn more money.' Years passed, and soon he was 50 years old. One day he visited an old friend who had achieved great success. Seeing his friend's happiness, Raghav felt regret. He sighed and said, 'I wish I had started earlier.' His friend smiled and handed him an hourglass. 'Time waits for no one, my friend. The sand keeps falling. If you don't act now, one day you will have no time left.' That night, Raghav sat by the window, staring at the moon. He had wasted decades waiting. He had dreams but never took action. The weight of time wasted was heavier than any failure. The next morning, he made a decision. He would start living. At 50, he learned music. At 52, he started his own business. At 55, he traveled to the places he had always dreamed of. And at 60, he became an inspiration to others, proving that it is never too late to start, but the sooner you do, the better." Mr. Ray put down the clock he was fixing and looked at Arjun. "The problem isn't time, my boy. The problem is how you use it. Every second you waste doubting, hesitating, or waiting for the perfect moment is a second of life you will never get back." Arjun felt a shiver down his spine. He realized that he had spent years thinking instead of doing. He left the shop that day with a new mindset. He stopped waiting for motivation. He stopped making excuses. He stopped wasting time. And within a year, his life transformed. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is now. Time is always moving. Either you use it or you lose it. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Make the moment perfect by taking action. If this story inspired you, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more motivational stories. See you in the next chapter.